Hey everybody, this is Spider Kaus, and we're live now with more of El Shaddai, Ascension of the Metatron. I was gonna say Megatron,
Good thing you didn't.
but I'm actually kind of glad to see this keep going. Why? Because there's so much information I want to give you guys, so much useless apocryphal information. This
So
is
basically the usual.
unless you're from I don't I think it's apocrypha to every denomination. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But there's some interesting stuff about what this game is based off. Again, like I taught you that fancy word pseudepigrapha.
Mm-hmm.
There's some funny conspiracy theory stuff
Oh,
that
of
I
course.
just can't wait.
Of course.
But on the controller to introduce the other Geek Fighters is Kyle Double R. I was gonna fuse your real name and your username into one.
Whatever you want to do, my man. But hi
Double
everybody,
RPG.
Kyle PG.
And the other voice you hear is 16-bit Jeff.
I love that's dyslexia. Hey, Jerry.
Yep. Yeah, you at least you knew why. Yep, exactly.
So the last where we left off with this game was we were at the beginning of Chapter 3, and
Yes.
I pretty much got the Wakanda Captain America gauntlets or whatnot.
Yeah.
So, should I get into it? Or I'll wait for some other people. So, how was your week? Because I'll wait for some other people before I tell that funny bit of weird stuff about the Book of Enoch and why it's not part of anything. Another reason why I should say.
Well, for me, unlike last week's stream where I was feeling like crap, I actually feel the complete opposite. I feel a heck of a lot better, which is good.
Yeah, I mean, same here. Been quite busy myself. But hey, that's the story of my life for every single week. But I'm ready for some more of this game today.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Jerry?
rough night's sleep,
Oh,
and then I woke up with a eyelash in my eye, and then like, oh hey, there's still no work. And that's what's funny when they said they brought that casino over where you're gonna have work.
Yeah, funny enough, right?
Still looking for that work.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the chapter we're on is Chapter 3. It's called The Mercy of Ezekiel. So we're on Ezekiel floor 2.
Cool.
Oh hey, more and more people are coming in after all.
Good.
Just saw that.
Now, when I think of Ezekiel, I think of that episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force who's supposed to be Shake's son.
Oh, yeah.
You know, where I got the next door jackbutt sound
Yes.
clip from, right?
Yes, I did.
Yes. It's definitely one of my favorite episodes.
Mm-hmm. You know, speaking of Adult Swim, I think that's the reason why I like,
Hey, hi Star Child.
Yo, hey, Star Child.
Hey, Shazam, Star Child, indeed.
Yeah. But yeah, like what I was about to say, I think that's the reason why I like, classic Adult Swim compared to modern Adult Swim. Like, I love Aqua Teen, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of like shows like Rick and Morty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I found someone else on YouTube who said the same thing. He was like, I watched it for like the first season, then I got out of it by the third. I didn't even.
Because here's the thing, I thought the first season, like, I think the reason why I liked the first season and it, decreased in quality was not because of the female writers, which I know probably the opposite of how social media they would use that as excuse of the reason why. It was just the fact of the writers put too much emphasis of, Rick being the what was the male equivalent of a Mary Sue?
Gary Stu.
Gary Stu.
Gary
That they know that they have the power of being a main character and they can get away with anything. You know what I mean?
Now you're making me think of Yu-Gi-Oh's the movie Zero, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Zero, the movie from Lil Karibo.
Yeah. Yes.
When you say Gary Stu.
Right.
Star
but-
Child said, I don't like any modern cartoons. I know cartoons nowadays, I can't get into any of them.
Right.
Which is a shame, because I don't think the problem is like their art style or that for the most part. I think it's the fact of
too many
executives. It's executive meddling is what I'm trying to get at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're trying to make their shows be more like Steven Universe, if anything, and honestly, I find that to be very disrespectful.
Or
it's like,
even,
hey, is originality dead? Yes.
Oh. That's the problem. Yes, because they're just pushing it as a product where they're not using it as a platform for originality or creativity. Like, for example, like Jerry, you and I both know that we have our very, very mixed feelings in regards to Legend of Korra, right?
Oh, yeah.
Especially the final episode, what happened in the series finale. But even with that happening, I said it before, I said it again, if these companies and corporations like to practice what they preach, then they should put their damn money where their mouth is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If they were too afraid to have two of their main characters kissing on screen, but have the audacity to say that they are for like LGBT and, you know, diversity and that type of stuff, then they're really not. You know what I mean? Like, again, I really didn't like how it happened.
Yep.
I just want people, especially executives, who are sadly have the more power than the actual creative people within these studios, to actually put their damn mouths with their money where their mouth is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In other words, I want people to finally have accountability again. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I was cutting you off for what you're about to say. Were you about to say something, Sheriff?
Well, Star Child said the shows nowadays stuff isn't made just for entertainment anymore. Which is like, yeah, it's like, you know, it's not saying that they can't, but like every show, like,
that's the thing that takes me off. It's just like, even shows that we grew up as kids, you cannot tell me that they didn't even have agendas themselves, right?
Right, but at least they were original.
That's what I'm saying. You can have the agenda, but you can also be creative too. I mean, you try to find.
Well, I mean, that's what I was meaning, is that they were creative back then.
Yeah, I was agreeing with you, Kyle. Like, that's the thing.
Looks like Limbo again.
It does, yeah.
Side scrolling.
But so, more hellish info.
Since there's people here, I gotta tell you something funny. Okay, so here's something about the Book of Enoch.
Okay.
That. So, like I said, no main denomination accepts the Book of Enoch because we call it, like I said last week, that fancy word pseudepigrapha, which just means it's not written by who it's claimed to be written by. Star Child said Thundercats didn't have any. The original one.
No, he's not wrong, but there were cartoons that we grew up with that did. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, like Captain Planet.
That's what. Thank you.
God.
But
that piece of crap show.
Here's something funny. Okay, so like I said, no mainstream denomination of Christianity or Judaism has this, right?
Right.
But you know who does believe it?
What?
Why? The flat earthers.
Oh God, the flat earthers.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Because in the Book of Enoch it mentions, the Earth is a disc and nighttime is because God puts a giant curtain.
No.
Now you're making me think of like games like Golden Sun that rely on the flat Earth concept for their setting.
I'm actually offended now. I can't believe I'm saying that. Jesus.
Which even, you know, which is why, like, yeah, like it's like plenty of like there's.
See, you're struggling for words because you can't even believe it yourself, and you're the one that read it just now.
Yeah. And I'm like, because obviously Christians also believe in science. Like,
thank you. Or just any sane person who also believes in religion, they also believe in science.
But this Enoch thing, which, by the way, by the time it was written, they would have already known the Earth was flat. Round.
Exactly. Yeah.
Jeez.
Exactly.
Look at me. See, they're turning me into one.
They're trying to quickly convert you.
Criminals.
And but here's another fun thing. It says that's just unscientific. That even like that, you know, like it also says that gusts of wind are because of a trumpet,
Gust of wind are because of a trumpet?
A trumpet in a drawer. Something like that.
Okay.
See, there are sometimes you say, I can't believe this crap exists, but then again, there it is. Someone actually wrote that.
This is why, like,
Not
no.
your Star Child, I'm just talking about what Jerry said. Star Child, Cat Player is pretty cool. There's obviously an agenda. It wasn't trying to push an hidden agenda. Well, yeah, it was, because here's the thing I disagree with you, Star Child. It had a good concept in mind. The problem is it's fine to have an agenda, but when you're shoving it down someone's throats, it's like the old saying, show don't tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I was about to say, Neil Druckmann!
Yeah, Neil. Ugh.
Or
why is he at Naughty Dog? Just get him out.
Why is he even a game designer to begin with?
What's funny is that the better writer that I like, people say, oh, you know,
Bruce Straley
was Amy, and then she left.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But I also think Bruce Straley is like, I think Bruce Straley is the, you know,
what are these big things supposed to be?
Of the duo.
If I were to guess, I'd say they're either trolls or golems or something.
Yeah.
They look, you know, speaking of golems, they look like the Reggies from Pokemon.
They actually do, yeah.
So yeah, that's why
or they look very similar to those mechs with the smiling grin from Nier.
They kind of do, yeah. I would not be surprised.
So the stuff I said about it, that's why that, like, no Catholic, Protestant, Greek Orthodox, Judaism, none of them accept the book, because they're like, this is obviously not written.
Funny enough, since we're talking about, you know, media that does a more tasteful job in, you know, subverting religion in a tasteful way.
Like this one,
was it Nier and every game that did that justifiably?
I would think so.
And yet people say that Persona does a better job. Think about that crap, guys.
Yeah, as Jerry said, better than Drakengard in that regard.
And I want to clarify, I'm not bashing Persona. I like Persona, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right, but they do tend to take their they do tend to take take everything they do a bit more seriously instead of, you know, saying, hey, this is a work of fiction when they
exactly. Like when not like in Persona, and I like Persona because it does it better than Shin Megami, but
yes,
in Persona 4, Naoto just straight up like talks and like nobody says this is just a work of fiction order, because Naoto's just like, and we know that every supernatural order is just people's minds, and I'm like, well, way to offend just about everybody who believes in something.
Well, see, that's the problem. It's just like where this is, you know, respectfully doing a tasteful job subverting religion and not making fun of it, but just like subverting it.
Yeah,
right.
Just like how El Shaddai in both Nier and Nier Automata did for their respectful games.
Yep.
My biggest problem with both Shin Megami Tensei and Persona, and even as a fan to a degree, they don't subvert. They usually
they don't.
No, they don't.
Edgelord tactics.
Right.
Or as more people say, doing the opposite of what atheism is. I mean, they like to say in the sense of atheist, you know, dialogue, but it's not atheist dialogue. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I've known atheists who have more respect than that.
Exactly. Thank you. I mean, hell, we're good friends with someone who is an atheist.
Yep. Yep.
You know the word I was trying to find is stereotyping. That's what. Star Child said, I think that's why I like stuff that Danny McBride works on, like Eastbound and Down or Vice Principals. They throw everyone out there, they say what they want and do what they want. It's great.
I like Eastbound and Down.
Yeah, that's good. I heard Vice Principals is actually a good show, too.
I haven't seen that one.
Speaking of Danny McBride, I'm really looking forward to next month because the upcoming Halloween movie, the revival, is coming out.
Yeah.
Danny McBride actually had a hand in writing the script. So that's going to be very interesting to see.
You know, with us going back to cartoons, you know, and I told Jerry about this too, but a great cartoon to watch in this day and age is Pop Team Epic.
I love that show. I love how they make fun of everything, but again, not in a not in a mean way. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's just like, haha, we're just making fun of it because reasons. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And it even pokes fun at their own stuff in Japan.
Yeah, that's why. Like, matter of fact, he did. Danny McBride.
Watcher
He wrote
Sariel.
Underworld too.
I didn't know that.
Now we're seeing Watcher Sariel, one of the
Cool.
7 fallen angels.
That's the reason why some people, besides the flat earthers, I forgot. Some people want Book of Enoch because it has names of angels. And it's like, and
Exactly.
Good points.
it's so does the Book of Daniel. But here's the thing: at least Daniel has some historicity, as in like you can find historical proof of Daniel.
And that's the funny thing. Like, unlike flat earthers, they actually believe other people who aren't flat earthers actually believe in a little thing called science.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the main reason why Enoch is not in.
Gosh, what is up with you fallen angels who just really like to beat Enoch to a pulp?
Again, he loses. Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah, it's like they're so adamant about wanting to complete their own mission. It's like they're afraid of failure.
You know, since we're talking about in some ways religious media, you know what? I'm surprised.
What?
Not only this game didn't get a PC release,
Didn't.
No, it's just
But another
PS3
game
and Xbox
that-
360.
yeah, but another game that didn't get a PC release either that had religious beliefs in it was an underrated game by freaking it was published by Capcom, but it was done by
Wrath?
Asura's Wrath. Thank you. Yes.
You're
Oh
welcome.
yeah, that one had a lot of Indian stuff, and that was
Yes. Buddhist, if I recall correctly. Right?
Yeah, Indian and
Indo-
Buddhism stuff.
Indo Hindu a lot.
Hinduism. That's the word. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, it's all about Hinduism stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and that wasn't like
That was done
offensive
by
to Hindus.
CyberConnect too, and published by Capcom.
That's the developer. Thank you. Thank you, Kyle.
You're welcome. So
that's
basically, the people who worked
Naruto.
on Naruto as well as the Dot Hack games.
I'm tweeting again.
Okay,
Just,
yeah,
that's
and,
fine.
and mentioning you guys. If
Sure.
I know you're playing, so you probably won't. But Jeff can retweet.
Yeah, I won't be
Yeah.
able to, unfortunately.
Well, clearly, because you're the one that playing the game this week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, hey, we got some good news, guys, courtesy of PAX West 2018. Apparently, Valkyria Chronicles Remaster is coming to the Nintendo Switch.
The first one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I already heard about that, but if you're talking about a Western localization?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, that's great news. Very great news.
Hey, Jerry, just, I'm sorry I say this on live, but which are you tweeting off of, your personal or TGF?
My personal.
Yeah, that's why. I just wanted to make sure just to keep an eye out for which one I should be.
Yeah, you'll see it.
But of
So-
course, since it's the month of September, you want to know what the biggest game is? Dragon Quest XI.
Oh, God.
And but wait, speaking of Tekken, because you mentioned September, Tekken patch comes out. So
that-
apparently that was a PS4 thing. Nothing was wrong with my internet, but the PS4 decided to say your internet stinks right now, and we're gonna lag your matches and say you can't stream.
that was really bizarre with how
That
it
was,
happened like
'cause-
that.
Yeah.
It's just like, wait a minute, I know it's not like because I checked my connection after, and I'm like, no, it's fine.
Yeah, I love this current generation cycle of consoles that we currently have from both Xbox and PlayStation, right?
Yeah. Apparently.
Because I looked it up, and other people got the same thing. They're hardwired, the internet's fine, but the system is telling them you have bad internet.
It must have been a Sony thing, like a PlayStation Network thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of which, I want your guys' opinion about the recent crap that the head of Sony Interactive recently said.
Oh, it's like, why do they still remain that total pig-headed about not wanting to include crossplay?
Crossplay, yeah.
You know why? 2 reasons. 1, they don't want to share wealth with the others, obviously. And 2, and it is big-headed, You cannot tell me this is due to the fear that they themselves created back in 2011, the PSN hack.
If they're still afraid about that, then I'm sorry. That they should not be afraid of that whatsoever. They need to be a better they need to be better people and not let the hackers try to, beat them or get them cowering in fear.
Well, no better that they like it or not. And I think it initially happened, but I think they screwed themselves even more unintentionally with the whole thing with the Fortnite issue, because if what they said was true, shouldn't there have been a message from the get-go in the login screen of the PlayStation 4 version of Fortnite to begin with, where if you them mentioning saying if you signed in, your account's going to be tied to PlayStation?
That's just ridiculous.
No, but that's what I'm bringing up, Kyle. Like, with that message not being there, they probably just created an entire lawsuit in of itself.
Well, yeah, you figure that they would. That, there are people who are probably going to be, trying to do their best to possibly sue Sony.
Mm-hmm.
Because isn't that like a treasonous action for them to do something like that in secrecy?
Yeah, because they need to mention to their users that, hey, if you connect your account, cool. your Fortnite accounts to our service, it's going to be automatically locked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cutscene, yeah.
Oh, the thing that you're watching right now, Jerry, with the silhouettes. Yeah, that is awesome. Definitely giving me that vibe of Donkey Kong Country Returns with those silhouette levels.
Not that, but the movement of the secondary character right now reminds me a lot of most of the stuff you saw in Dragon Guard 3.
Mm-hmm.
Star Child mentioned about since it's a free game, he doesn't know if they can sue. Don't bring his car back.
It's not really a free game if you're paying through microtransaction, is it?
Yeah.
That's every game. That's very freemium.
And that's the thing too, is that the term free to play is not being properly used because it's actually being abused to the highest degree.
Right.
That's a big thing. Don't bring his car back.
I just got ran over by a behemoth.
Yeah, I saw it.
Or a bull.
It looks like a boar, yeah.
Now it looks like I'm going through a wormhole of some type.
Mm-hmm.
Like, going through the burning ring of fire.
So yeah, I know you RT'd again.
Yes, I go for RT'd in white. So, yeah.
This game's got a lot of surrealism to it when it comes
to... it definitely does. So now you're in like one of those kaleidoscopes.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike most AAA excuses, it remembers, hey, we're supposed to be a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like most of the crap you see from not only the DCEU, but more specifically the MCU, where they don't like to embrace the absurdity of comics and just like to make everything grounded for some stupid reason.
And what's funny, I think this came out when brown shooters were all the rage.
Yeah.
That's the reason why.
This was like, it's probably another reason why like people like you and me loved it, because it was a break of all the brown shooters. But
yeah,
at the time, people were still like, it's not brown, I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
And gray?
God, that's color.
Well, hey, Lucifel, you got yourself an umbrella here inside Ezekiel's tower. I didn't know it was raining.
And it's supposed to be the prophet Ezekiel or some other Ezekiel?
Probably a different Ezekiel, but I think I know the reason why I like this game so much. Because it has the same BS absurdity that you would usually see like from a game from Suda51.
I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say, this reminds me of Killer is Dead.
Exactly.
Oh, and speaking of, their names are Fula and Woola, by the way, these behemoths. But that I got bowled over in the beginning of that cutscene, but when I was in that wormhole. But anyway, speaking of Suda51, we finally now have a release date for Travis Strikes Again.
Oh yeah.
No More Heroes. It's coming out in January of next year.
Oh, nice. To be blatantly honest, I'm indifferent. Like, on one hand, I'm excited that it's finally a new No More Heroes game, but on the other hand, I'm disappointed it's not an actual
sequel or anything.
Sequel, yeah. It's treating itself more as like an indie title, if anything.
Yeah.
Starchild said he has Killer is Dead. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a great game. And by the way, for people who are interested, that game is available on PC through Steam, and I think correctly, GOG Galaxy. I think. But yeah, I don't think it's less to do with being an indie, but more of it being a stereotypical indie game, if you get what I'm saying. Like, stereotypical in the sense, like, of how indie games were back 10 years ago. Like, say, like Braid, the game that we were talking about earlier, freaking Limbo, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I've seen more indie games that have better quality as, say, their AAA brethren.
Oh yeah.
Even AAA content these days, and that's really sad when you think about it.
I mean, that game Tunic looks like AAA.
Yes.
And that's an indie game.
Man, this now we have the Eyes of Truth, which is a new item that we have on us, and basically,
that's cool.
If we have ourselves the correct weapon that we need, then it will glow blue, which means we have the advantage against an enemy. But if it's red, then we have a disadvantage, or if it's a purple one, then we're on equal ground.
Oh, cool.
Starchild said, is he talking about Killer is Dead still?
I think he is. Yeah, he has a PlayStation 3, but if I remember right, the 360 version back. I think it is too. Killer is Dead. I think. I don't know, but I knew it was a PS3 and.
Yeah, Killer is Dead. Yeah, yes. Thank you.
Yeah, and I have Killer is Dead on the PC.
These two fighting each other, speaking of Korra, reminded me of one of the few things I liked about Korra was the spirit versus spirit fight.
Oh, yeah.
I'm about to say, these things fighting each other, they're definitely reminding me of Bebop and Rocksteady in a sense.
Yeah, they kind of do.
If they were Japanese.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
I can kind of see that, yeah.
Bet-Bop and Rocksteady.
Bet-Bop and Rocksteady.
Cause I'm rock steady.
I was thinking about that too.
We better be ready. Rock steady.
Since we were talking about Suda51, you know another out of their Japanese developer I like too, in the same vein of them is? Swery.
Yeah. Yeah. Has he been doing anything lately?
Oh yeah, he's actually doing a new game that's being published by Arc System.
And it's not the Kill la Kill game.
No, it's not. It's not. No, it's not. It's not the Kickstarter one that was announced called The Good Life. It's another game that he is doing in conjunction with Arc System. I don't think the game is at the moment, but it's an upcoming game which looks like to be more of a return in vein of Deadly Premonition.
Hidetaka Suehiro, known as Swery. Oh, I think I know which one you're talking. Yeah.
The Missing.
Yes, yes, I remember the preview for it. The Good Life as well. Relevant. The Good Life.
The Good Life?
Good life.
Good life. Life is good. Just like the brand. Life is good. LG.
Oh, this is something interesting I forgot to bring up. Grounding. Grounding Inc. The same guys who did, if I recall correctly, D4, Dark Dreams Don't Die with Swery. They're the ones developing The Good Life. The other game that Swery's doing with Arc System, The Missing, that is actually going to be the first in-game, the first in-house project being developed over as a new company, White Owls.
So these guys gotta be a boss battle, because these guys, you're still on
yeah,
them.
they are.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to actually, take advantage of the rings or whatnot.
Can you, switch weapons?
No, you can't switch. Well, you can, but they have to be those weapon wisps that show up.
Oh, okay. I think you can do it.
You can do it!
Well, yeah, I see the ring. It says purple, so purple means
well, it was
equal,
red there momentarily.
which is not good. You want blue, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
See, there's Rava and Batu from Korra.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, and
where's the one we? God, it's just having that ring of truth. It definitely reminds me that I'm Geordi from Star Trek.
Yeah. But the game I just was referring to, this was announced last month, in fact, in August. The game that I was just referring to, Swear 65's The Missing.
Uh-huh.
It's actually coming out for both Switch, Xbox One, PC, and PlayStation 4. So it's getting a full console and PC release, which is nice to see.
Nice.
Good.
Subarashi.
So sounds like no one's going to be missing on that game. And from the looks of things, it looks like a 2D platformer, actually.
Nice.
Oh, interesting.
We need to see more of those.
Really? We're the only people playing El Shaddai on Twitch right now?
Yeah, apparently.
I just checked. Yeah.
I agree with you, pal, but I like to see more of a healthy balance between 2D and 3D. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Not like 5, but like more of like a healthy balance between like traditional 2D and traditional 3D, respectively.
Right.
Right?
I know what you mean.
You know, I just don't want to keep seeing.
I don't want to keep seeing bro dude shooters or anything like that.
Exactly.
I was gonna say, I also don't want to see, when it comes to indie games, like so many of them. Like I don't hate the appeal. I mean, I understand the appeal, but so many indie games are like 16-bit callbacks, and I'm just like,
what? I mean, why do you think I hated freaking Mega Man? Why do you think I hated Mega Man 9 and 10, respectively?
yeah,
Because while they were good games, there was just nothing but nostalgia baiting.
exactly. That's too many indie games are that now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even saying that they're bad, but it's just like,
exactly. It's just like you're getting sick of seeing like, oh, here's the same 16.
here's a yet another exactly.
Yeah, it's like, but it's just Inafune wanting to capitalize on nostalgia instead of trying to improve. I mean, that's why I'm actually looking forward to Mega Man 11 more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying like indie, because there's some indie games that came out and they're both good, but like them being 16-bit, 8-bit style, I'm just like if you just made a more effort with the art, making it look original,
yes,
it would have been even better.
Yeah, it would. It would have. I agree.
And Starshaw said like Kung Fury, yeah.
Yes.
How people think of the 80s. I like Kung Fury, but it's true. Like, that's not. The 80s weren't exactly like that. Like,
no.
That's an exaggeration.
Like with us, like the 90s weren't like that either too.
Yeah, when people do 90s.
I'm about to say, are these guys taking any damage whatsoever?
That's what I'm saying. I think when they're knocked down, you have to do something special.
Oh, wait a minute. Now they're doing something different.
They have a lot of health then.
Yes, I think
Yeah,
that's
they do.
But he can't. He could upgrade his. Yeah. Now they're both just, and that weapon you're using is like.
That ranged weapon is so freaking weak.
It's weak, exactly. Oh, he killed one.
Yeah.
I think.
He got knocked out too. But it's funny, like we're seeing something like this, and it just reminds me of how. Yeah. I don't care if there's any backlash on what I said. This is how I honestly feel.
Yeah.
It reminds me of how trash the Dark Souls series really is.
Which is why, and the thing is I know why they do the whole 16-bit thing, because when Streets of Rage 4 got announced, people were already complaining, why isn't it exactly 16-bit pixel art? because you can do high res 2D now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, what's wrong?
Well, I mean, we've seen it recently, just even a couple of years ago when KOF 14 was announced, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But why wasn't it hand drawn? Because it's a dead medium, guys.
And besides,
that is super expensive.
Exactly.
Pixel art is very, very time consuming.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, these guys are doing hand. So that's why I liked Streets of Rage 4. I'm like, oh, good, it's hand drawn.
Got one Piggy P down. Now I need to get the other Piggy
Finally.
P.
So the two games I'm thinking of that they're pixel, they're not bad, but like them being pixel kind of takes me out of, like, you know, like, man, if you guys just put more effort into like making it hand drawn or 3D or something different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Instead of making it yet one's for the Switch.
Okay.
I think Double R knows which game I forgot the name of it, Double R, but it's a fighting game. It's a one button fighter, like one hit kill. Like $2.
I know which one you're talking about, but I can't think of the name either. I know which one you're referring to.
Is it that Pocket Fighter game?
No, the Neo Geo looking one. No, although that one actually at least makes sense for using pixel art.
Oh,
no, not Dive Kick.
Oh, Dive Kick.
No, it's not Dive Kick. It's the same vein as Dive Kick, where it's like very simplified in one button.
Again, I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name either.
I can't really think of the name of it.
When you said Blade Strangers, I was thinking of that game and not the one you actually played.
Yeah.
It's called Blade something though. It's for the Switch.
Oh, so you're saying like it's more of a vein like a pixel art variant of like Bushido Blade, right?
Yes, it is. It is very much a Bushido Blade pixel.
Because oh man.
Nintendo Switch Indie Fighter.
One hit kill.
Is that it?
No, I'm just saying you should probably type that in too. Sorry, man.
Zariel's Deception. Now we're on chapter 4, just so you guys know.
Cool. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
One Strike. That's the name of it. One Strike.
Oh.
One Strike.
Okay, because there's another one too that was also fighting up, published by Arc System Works. Slice, Dice, and Rice.
Yeah. I'll even put it in the chat. One Strike. So that game is cool, but like it being all like it's too. It would stand out better if it had like some more thought into it than just let's make it look like a game from 1990.
Yes.
Heck, even older than that.
No, but I understand where you're completely coming from.
There's a game.
This looks like Mario.
There's a game that there's a beat 'em up that I actually like for its art style. It seems like it's in 3D, but it kind of treats itself in a 2D aesthetic. It's called Raging Justice. It's made by ex-members of Rare.
Yes.
Really?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, there's that one, and then there's another one. This is straight up like Mario.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. It's the closest you'll get to Mario on a PS3 360.
Well, I don't think so. I mean, we did have Little Big Planet.
That game was... I loved Little Big Planet, but that game was... the platforming was not like Mario.
Yeah, exactly. Like the platform is very weighty.
Yeah. And the whole shifting planes.
Yeah, it's like it's trying to be either Mario or it's trying to be Guardian Heroes, and it's like, yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. Star Child said there's always Double Dragon 4, which is another game that I actually would rather prefer they didn't do another one.
Yeah. That was a complete crapshoot.
I liked the game, but
what's really sad is they actually had the original development team members working on that game.
I'd have preferred if they went the Streets of Rage 4 route.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is why I'm so glad that the Streets of Rage 4 is doing what it's doing. Like, not only is it new, but it's hand drawn and like, if you're gonna go 2D,
same thing
man,
with Battletoads, the new Battletoads game.
It's gonna be hand drawn. They said that. I remember.
Uh huh.
But at the same time, I agree with what you're saying, Jerry. Because here's the problem: if if there is such a thing as a Darkstalkers reboot happening over at in-house Capcom, you know people are going to make a hissy fit when the reveal shows it's not going to be hand-drawn pixel.
Oh, I hope, like, if it's 3D, it's still good, but you're right.
Right, but I think you also said it best, Jeff. I mean, if Capcom wants to test the waters and see if there's enough support for there to be a new Darkstalkers game, then they need to make a new game but undergo the free-to-play route, kind of like Killer Instinct 2013.
Yep, I'm not going to do it. That's the only way.
And that car is green.
It's gonna go see about Capcom.
So what else was I saying? I was talking about, the times I do like pixel art.
Yeah.
That game you guys just mentioned, the Pocket Fighter, the SNK,
Yeah.
the Neo Geo inspired one.
Yes.
Yeah, but
That makes sense because it's inspired by Neo Geo Pocket Color, which is a very, very specific aesthetic.
Yeah.
Right, but the problem with that game is so broken, it's not even funny. It's just, even if you play it on the easiest mode, you will still get spanked.
Oh yeah, Wooly said that. Like even like this isn't like broken like we're just saying it's broken. Like this is actually legit. Like even Wooly, a pro fighting game player,
I mean, it makes it
says
like
he can't beat it.
Yeah, it's like playing Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the easiest setting, but it's like you're still gonna get spanked. But that game, it makes Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo look like a yeah, I just got eaten by a cute thing.
Yeah. And now it's against him again.
Sorry, yes.
Can we just
the proper term for proper term for like a antagonist like that would be androgynistic, right?
For what?
Androgynistic, with the person that Kyle's fighting against right now, right?
No, he's you can't even see him.
What?
I mean, his face.
Man, Sario got me again. It's
I know that is how a lot of angels look.
Yeah. Sorry,
androgynous.
Or sorry, A. Basically, they look like wolf, kung fu wolves.
Oh yeah, these guys.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing they were.
Hey, you were just talking about Darkstalkers.
Yep.
Yeah, Talbane.
John Talbane.
Yeah. Probably the only Darkstalkers character who's really awesome, but gets underutilized so much.
Yes, every time there's a crossover, they just it's always Morgan Felicia, maybe Shenko.
Or even Lilith.
Or even the where kids like NBC 3 freaking Haishinko.
Yeah, sometimes Shenko, but
Senko, yes.
Never Talbane. You mean people don't like Kung Fu Wolves? I beg to differ.
Anyone would beg to differ.
I know it's the same thing, but I would say more like Kung Fu lycanthropes.
Well, that's a fancy word.
I know that,
but that's okay.
That's a fantasy word right there. I mean, if you played the original Lords of Shadow, who you're going up against at the beginning,
game right now, and I came up with pseudepigrapha.
Yeah, it's pseudepigrapha. It's not.
So, today is the day to use fancy words.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me that. Give me those Captain America or Wakanda gloves. That's basically that's basically what they look like. You know, the gloves that Captain America or Steve Rogers wore in Infinity War.
Mm-hmm. I know this sounds far-fetched, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did take reference from this game for Infinity War, to be honest.
Possibly. Or possibly.
Oh yeah, Starshow says Double Dragon 4 was broken. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Not only broken, I mean, hell, when the game originally came out for every console they came out for, which was PC, and if I recall correctly, also for PlayStation 4 and the Switch versions. And the Switch version was the very last one. It had tearing.
Screen tearing? Ooh. Now that's not cool. More Mario platforming. Now we're in 1-2 right now. No, 1-3. We're up in the trees. If we're in 1-2, we would be underground.
But I guess it does make me wonder what the future for the franchise is going to be after the very, at best, lukewarm reception to Double Dragon 4.
And I like Double Dragon Neon a lot better than Double Dragon 4.
Well, of course, because it's an actual good game.
Well, it's not that, but I really like it for its art aesthetic. It treats itself as a 2.5D beat 'em up and not a full 2D pixelated one.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually feels more like a competent game than the original Double Dragon, to be quite frank. Yeah. and the main antagonist is not the Shadow Boss; it's actually Skeletor of all, or the. I was gonna.
He might as well be Skeletor.
I would say Skeletor, but
this looks so cool. I should have gotten this game when I had the chance. What? No, Double R. You are Double R. Star Child said it was cheap, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably cheap now.
You know what my biggest problem was? Since basically Double Dragon Neon was essentially a franchise reboot to Double Dragon, why was there even a Double Dragon 4 to begin with?
They did a Double Dragon 4. It was on the Super Nintendo.
No, but you get what I'm saying. I'm talking about, with Double Dragon Neon after its release, like with the Double Dragon 4 we got with the current consoles.
Okay.
Because Neon was supposed to be like a franchise revival of the series, right? In essence, a reboot. So what would be the point of doing a fourth canonical title? You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, it just wouldn't make any sense in my mind, at least.
No. Am I going up against a bunch of uvulas or something with the platforming?
Yeah, it looks something in the vein like that. Yeah.
It's like open wide there, kids.
Yeah, that's what I was bringing up. Star Child, he said in chat, Double Dragon 4 on PlayStation 4 was a sequel to Double Dragon 2 on the NES. But that's what I'm bringing up. It's just like since 2000. Was it
he paid $2 for it. Wow, that's not bad.
Hey, that's not terrible.
Well, was it released in 2014 or 2015, guys? Double Dragon Neon.
Oh, Double Dragon?
Neon? Neon or 4?
Neon came out in 2015. I think Double Dragon 4 actually came out either late 2016 or sometime last year.
Neon's older than that.
Yeah, that's what I was asking, yeah.
Because Neon, I still ran the GeekFighters.
Would it be 2012 instead?
Yeah, at best, right there, yeah.
Neon's older than that. Neon's like 2010.
That's what I was getting at, Star Child, is that, like, we know that Double Dragon 4 for the PS4 and current consoles was the sequel to the NES Double Dragon 2 game.
Yeah, and it didn't even treat Rosetta Stone or the Sacred Stones as a.
Yeah, it ignored those.
Yeah, retcon that one.
Like I was saying earlier, so what was the point of ArcSys doing a Double Dragon 4 when there was already a reboot to the franchise to begin with Neon? You know what I mean?
That is a good question.
I mean, honestly, like, I know it sounds generic, but
I know, because Neon confuses me now because of that. Yeah, 4 and Neon.
Yeah.
Which one's the...
which one's the proper franchise going forward?
I think Star Child put it... I think he summed it up pretty well, actually. Different continuities.
From different
and I'm glad he used that word.
Yes, I do too, and I agree with him. But at the same time, it's just since.
So because
since Neon was the most
Neon American.
Yeah, yes. It was done by American developer WayForward.
Yeah.
So there you go, American continuity.
Yeah, there you go. With Big Trouble in Little China type of feel.
Yeah. Basically a satirical feel, if that's what you're trying to say. I agree.
Yeah, satirical.
Like, but at the same time, too, in all honesty, I'm not bashing anyone for this, but was anyone really asking for a Double Dragon 4 in the sense of what we got with the ArcSys game?
I just got eaten again.
Oh man, you gonna fight this guy?
Do I fight him?
I'm sure you're gonna fight him. I'm
fighting an enemy called Sarge.
Oh, Sarge again.
And it definitely looks like it's got that look as if it came from the OG Star Fox on the Super Nintendo, because it looks like its graphics are something that are from the Super Effects chip.
Yeah.
Star Child just said something for you, Jeff.
Yeah, Contra's basically the same thing. Well, that's because it's Konami. Star Child.
Yeah, although I would have really loved to see that reboot be worked on by the same developers for Spec Ops: The Line.
It's like you, Jeff. Nowadays, I'm not saying, Konami.
You're not like the other idiots that say F Konami, but you're.
Yeah, I'm not. But at the same time,
you're somewhere in between, like I am.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I am now, in between. Yeah.
If I was really good at it, I would say another potential LP series that we should try is Hardcore Uprising.
Oh yes.
Oh, that game, I loved it. The Contra game that was done by ArcSys.
Yep. Even though it's not called Contra, even though it is Contra.
It is Contra.
Yeah, but no, that's the thing. That's the thing that ticked me off. It's just like Konami didn't want to name it Contra because to them it didn't feel like a true Contra game.
Yet they're kind of contradicting themselves.
Well, that's Konami in a nutshell.
Yep. Evidently. Give me your Wakanda gauntlets.
Like, I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad that Contra reboot wasn't done by the developer of Spec Ops Online. Not because I don't think they would have done a bad job. It's the fact that I can't see him being a good choice because of the game that they're mostly known for, which is The Line. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like when you think of, when you think of something like Contra, it's just like shoot first, ask questions never. It's just, it feels like something.
Well, when it comes to Contra, it basically is like, it's basically like Rambo, if you were to put it in that perspective.
Yes.
Or like Rambo meets Predator.
I just don't feel like the developer Jaeger would have been the right choice for a Contra revival. You know what I mean?
And here comes Ezekiel, who kind of looks like George Washington somewhat.
Yeah. Hey, don't joke. That probably was for all right now.
Yeah, no offense, guys.
But another idea I'd like to see a revival of, actually, two of them, but I know it's not going to happen. Both a proper installment in both Castlevania and Silent Hill, respectively, but again, I know that's not going to happen.
Yeah. Gosh, Enoch, you got defeated by a fallen angel again. You know what? We should probably.
I'm hoping that, at the end, he becomes Metatron and just Kamehamehas all of them.
Yeah. I'm about to say, right now, he's basically like Shaquille O'Neal from Steel.
Yeah.
At this current state.
Yeah, no, I get that, but still.
I wonder if you're actually supposed to win, and it's just like, no, it doesn't seem that way though.
No.
Yeah.
I honestly think they're just all scripted events.
Yeah, I was about to ask that too, because it's been quite some time that I played this.
Uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure they would make it easier for me to beat those bosses if they.
My buddy Liam is live. My buddy Liam, he only talks to me sometimes.
Yeah.
Hardly a buddy.
Oh, dang it.
I mean, I'd like to hang out with him more, but.
Platforming.
I think the problem is with the platforming, it's unlike how we were talking about
it's
earlier.
It's an action game, and all of a sudden it's trying to do platforming with action game buttons.
Exactly, that's the problem, because where it
seems like a drug ship right here.
It doesn't make sense for a platforming game.
Sarion's been sheltering all these Nephilim.
It's like how we were talking about earlier with Big Planet.
Going the right way. This is the problem I had with platforming, is how you have to use the analog sticks instead of the D-pad to play that game.
Yep.
That's all. That's what I was just bringing up, because with the.
It's like I love the creativity of Little Big Planet, but
exactly, but it's stupid that it's only optional for dual stick and not with the digital pad, which is. It's a 2D platform, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Supposedly a 2D platform. You get what I'm saying.
Right. Well, if we're going through this section like the other, then I assume we're going to be getting eaten by another Nephilim.
Of course.
Oh, my hand was getting a little tight. I mean, getting a little asleep there. You know how
yeah.
your hand gets numb when you're playing games quite a lot with the controller?
Oh, yes. I mean, you remember there was a time, it was a period I had to take a break because my hands were starting to hurt.
Right, because when you were playing DMC, yeah, because they were getting numb. Hopefully I'm not like that when I, continue on with Devil May Cry tonight. OG Devil May Cry.
Yeah, I was about to say, were you doing OG tonight or DMC2?
OG. I'm gonna be OG first before going into DMC2.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna ride the beach ball up here.
Cool. Oh, like I said, like I was about to bring up too, Kyle. If we were planning to stream DMC4 on your solo channel, word of advice: you have the PS4 version of DMC4 special.
I used to, but I do need to get it again.
Okay, because if you're planning to do like a retrospective stream.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right now when it comes to DMC.
Do the PS4 version and not the PC version of.
Yes. Yes.
That stinks that PC still doesn't get good ports on some games.
Oh no, it has a good port because like the recent updates of Windows 10.
You know this part here you're in, Double R?
Uh-huh.
Reminds me of Loco Roco.
Oh, yes.
It kind of does. I see where you're coming from.
I like Loco Roco. I do.
Oh, Loco Roco is a beautiful gem.
Too bad Sony doesn't remember it, right, Jerry?
Yep.
Just like how they don't even remember, what's the name? What's the game? What's that futuristic racing game?
Wipeout?
Wipeout, yes.
Well, I mean, I'm not surprised. This is the same company I totally forgot. Hey, guys, what's a colony war?
Of course, it's the same company who would say to themselves, hey, guys, what's a Legend of Dragoon?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh. I'm still waiting for either a new game, a prequel, or a remake.
You know what's actually depressing, guys? That there was an actual recent controversy that happened with the Spider-Man, the upcoming Spider-Man Insomniac release.
Uh-huh.
Because the puddles don't look as bright as what happened when it was first revealed back in 2016 E3.
Say what?
Yeah, that's what people are crapping about right now because the puddles look so vastly downgraded compared to its 2016 E3 reveal.
Oh,
but here's the thing: I can understand because what gameplay reveal we just recently saw that originated from E3? Oh, that's right, Cyberpunk 2077.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with games being shown off from both PlayStation and Microsoft, respectively. But if you know that they're still very early in development and not going to be released for the next couple of years, then Sony and Microsoft need to take a page from what CD Projekt Red just did and put an implication by saying that this is still.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm laughing. You'll see why in just a second.
Okay.
Instead of the thing coming out to eat me, it opens its mouth for me, and I actually go inside the mouth.
Yeah. But like I was saying, like, Sony and Microsoft need to take a page from when they're showing off new games that would be released years from then. And they need to take a page from CD Projekt Red, what they recently did with the reveal of the gameplay of Cyberpunk 2077, and actually have an annotation on screen saying, "This is a work in progress." It's like how I was talking to you privately, Jared, before we went live about that particular person that asked for a commission.
Oh yeah.
It's just like it's sad that you have to put that because of how people are, how naive they are these days.
Yep.
Like I understand why controversies happen when a finished product looks vastly different to how it was first conceptualized years ago, but that's how game design works in general. Like games that are shown off years ago should be common sense that they're not going to look like how they were shown off years before. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that.
Oh, shot like that, yeah.
Yep, like that game.
But there's a lot of reasons why that was a broken mess. Just like, funny enough, you know how many people...
Star Child said he was thinking the same game.
Yeah.
We were talking about.
Aliens.
But you know what the funny thing that pisses me off too? People still whine and complain about freaking scale balance cancellation. When there's been actual, somewhat damning evidence that might have been pulling a Randy Pitchford in regards to that game. You know, basically taking funds out of that game and from Microsoft to put them into the other games they were developing at that time. Because people tend to forget, they're what, around 100, at best 100 to 150 fans developed team, right? And at the time, they had like 7 to 8 games in development at the same time.
6 or 7.
Around that frame, right?
I think so. Yes.
Which included scale balance. Just like no one, like that's the thing that ticks me off. That people automatically blamed Microsoft for its demise when most of it, yeah, I blame Microsoft, but most of it was on Platinum. You know what I mean? Like, why would you
honestly, I think it was more that both parties were at fault.
That's what I'm saying. But at the same time, too, if it's true what was supposed to be said, that Platinum was taking funds out of Microsoft's pockets to not put towards.
I like what Star Child wrote.
The cool thing about everyone crying about it was that I was able to get it so cheap. But Scalebound was never released.
Right.
No, I think it's about Colonial Marines.
Okay,
Yeah,
no.
Colonial Marines is a cool game, though. You didn't see.
Again, this guy, man. I hope you beat him this time.
I know.
I highly doubt it because he just destroyed my weapon.
Yeah, I see that. So what? I mean, I hope the game shows that he keeps getting stronger at least, and like,
Yeah.
I think that's
especially if he's supposed to. If the game is called Ascension of the Metatron, meaning I guess he's supposed to power up at some point.
Yeah.
Well, Ascension is kind of like in the same vein as a Prelude, right?
Well, Ascension, like
Oh,
remember
I'm finally getting some progress down. I'm actually
I
breaking
guess
his
that
armor.
shows he is getting stronger.
Mm-hmm.
What was I saying? I was thinking like Dragon Ball Z, like Ascended Super Saiyan. That's what happens with him. Yeah. Oh, and Star Trek said he beat it. He beat it on co-op with a co-worker.
Yeah.
Aliens. So you lost, but he's getting stronger.
Yep.
I guess that shows sooner or later.
Go down, Sariel.
I'm surprised. This town is supposed to be packed today. Because you know how Dropkick Murphys were here? Supposedly, might be next Saturday if it's not this Saturday. Let me check.
While you're doing that, Star Child said I always like the Ascended Cyan transformation stage.
Come on.
I think it is tonight, but I'm checking. Yeah, it's this weekend. Yeah, it's today. Stevie Wonder's supposed to be here
Oh, nice.
at the casino. You have an ad blocker enabled. Turn off the ad blocker. No.
No.
Then every time I do, I get redirected to some scummy site that has viruses or something because of a malicious ad. Which is funny. Stevie Wonder was just at Aretha Franklin's funeral. Now he's here. Oh, and Star Child said, I always like the Ascended Saiyan transformation stage.
Yeah, you didn't hear me. I brought that up while you were trying to find.
Oh, sorry.
It's cool, man.
You can actually see Sariel's true colors.
Oh, finally, you're beating him down.
Yeah.
Oh, just what I was asking.
Seeing about this fallen angel, but still tough as nails.
That's what happens in my dreams and stuff.
Hmm.
Whenever I see bad things, I say I'm gonna see you about. No.
We're about to get banned by Twitch. We have ourselves a naked fallen angel amongst us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big no-no.
That's a big gavel on this game's part.
The game pulled the gavel.
Yes. It always does.
Yes.
Kind of looks like how Persona draws Dionysus.
Yeah,
He definitely reminds me of the main antagonist from Voltron, OG Voltron.
Oh, yeah, the main baddie, right?
Yeah.
Lothor?
Lothor, yeah. Not Hagar,
yeah.
but Lothor,
yeah.
Yep. This dude's throwing Chun-Li kicks now?
Obviously.
Ugh. Imagine him called for your thighs.
Oof.
Exactly.
God. Ah, of course. Oh, I think I have one more. Oh, you got a cheap shot in. Oh, got him, finally. Yep, he's armorless.
Oh, wow.
So, Sariel's defeated.
Nice.
Finally, I knew. So I was wondering, like, yeah, I'm about to say.
Subarashi.
I wonder if that's a trophy. It's got to be a trophy.
It has.
Oh, wait a minute. That's not naked. He's not naked. He's just wearing a purple skin-tight suit. Just like OG Lex Luthor back in the old days.
That's what they say, right?
Star Child says he finished Tenchi Muyo War on Gemini. I only saw the first episode of that. I need to finish that. That's what Tenchi's brother Kenji. And it's very Psybuster-ish.
So,
you know,
Sariel, you're wearing a purple skin-tight suit, just like OG Lex Luthor. Does that mean you're gonna go steal 40 cakes too?
Yeah.
And that's terrible.
And that's terrible.
You know, it makes me. It does make me wonder that since Star Child brought up Tenchi Muyo, I'm wondering why there hasn't been a new installment yet, like a new series in that franchise. You know what I mean?
Star Child said, yeah, it's kind of like Escaflowne, which is another fantasy robot genre. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh geez.
Oh look, he turned into a bat.
He turned into Man-Bat. That's who he turned into.
I don't need to be human.
Speaking of which, Jerry, wasn't Escaflowne done by Clamp?
Nether Sariel. Oh.
Think? Cause yeah, it is a shoujo. My friend used to call it extra flonase.
That's amazing. Escaflowne. I gotta remember that one.
Escaflowne-ish.
It's done by Shoji Kawamori. So
really?
No, not Clamp. And Shoji Kawamori, if you don't know, my favorite dude ever. He's the one who did Macross and Gundam Stardust Memory.
You understand why I'm shocked now? Yeah.
Star Child, if you just as soon as he heard that, he's gonna be like, "What?" Yep.
Is Lucifel supposed to be like Thanos, the way how he keeps snapping his fingers?
Well, if anything, Thanos is the one who's ripping off Lucifel.
Obviously.
Yes.
And this game came out before Avengers.
Oh god, yeah. In fact, it came out a year before the original Avengers film was about to release. That's right.
Oh great! Now we got Blaziken here.
Oh geez, now we got more of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure actually.
Yeah,
going
stands. Yeah, his stand is Blaziken.
We got stands.
He's got a stand.
He's got a stand.
That's still my favorite thing in any stream I've done. My shock at the guy having a stand.
Oh, that you marked out by one of the baddies having a stand.
Yeah. He's got a stand.
Alright,
got
Overboost. During battle, Uriel can sense your aggression and will lend you his aid. If you feel Uriel's presence, purify your weapon. His divine fire will strengthen your attacks. As you gather his flames of power, your boost level will increase, lengthening the duration of Uriel's manifestation in this world.
You know, it's funny. I was looking while we were talking. I was looking up The reason I was being silent a lot was because I was looking up the reason why Enoch isn't canon because of the weird science stuff it tells you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm trying to find where it says some of this weird stuff that flat earthers point to.
Oh God. Now, it's just the fact that when I hear something like that, it just makes me terrified to think of what else can be found.
How in the world did flat earthers become a thing? Like, really?
Yeah, I'm wondering that same thing too. Well,
What's
actually,
weird?
no. We know. Gullible people.
What people?
They're just
gullible.
overall gullible people, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, gullible. I heard gobble people. I'm like, whoa.
Goggle people.
Another thing.
Yeah, another completely different thing. But yeah, that's what I'm bringing up. Just
Wait, is he a bat or a manta ray?
people who are highly naive, you know what I mean?
Bit of both.
Hmm.
A manta ray or a bat with a long, skinny tail. Yes, I know I can stop you. Is that really obvious, Sariel? Ooh, bad.
Oh, I hear that button mashing.
Yeah, I'm trying to revive myself.
I love that button mashing, huh, Kyle?
It's just like I'm an OG, old school gamer.
Mm-hmm. Join the club.
You'll pay for this. Oh yeah, keep saying the most cliched lines there, Sariel.
Yeah, well, stereotypical, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm finding I think I'm finally on the track to finding that. It's weird stuff.
Yeah.
Can I make you what? Bring you down? Yes, I can. You're just afraid of losing. Just admit. Ah, jeez. Yeah, when you die in battle, try to press them rapidly. That's what I was trying to do, game.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're headed into another go. I don't think I know. Well, I gotta see this cutscene again. Do I have to meet Uriel to get his assistance to fight off against Sariel?
Oh, wow.
Oh, here we go. Here's one of the weird things the Book of Enoch says that isn't scientific and
Oh, God.
why. So, remember what I said about flat Earth?
Uh-huh.
Oh, God.
It also mentions that the sun and moon are being pulled by chariots,
God damn it!
which even by the point it was written, people were already like, no, that's not scientific.
What the hell?
People forget, even back then, there was already a lot of scientific information.
Yeah, it's called gravity. There's a little thing called science. Isn't that too hard to believe? Like, hey guys, you can believe your religion and also believe in actual crap.
Yeah, which is why like no denomination has it. It's like, wait, this isn't even chariots.
Wow, no wonder Alex Jones has a following, huh, guys? Hey, Jerry.
Yeah.
No wonder Alex Jones has a following, huh?
You're telling me he's a flat earther?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Stand. He has a stand. So I guess you had to force this Sariel battle, or it's scripted that you lose the first few times and then you fight him the fourth?
See, I'm confused too because
I don't know, but honestly,
now wondering like if this boss battle is could have been done earlier, or if like you were meant to lose, like because that's what it seemed like.
Yeah, I think I was meant to lose.
Yeah.
Who are the other ones you still got to bring back after him?
Ezekiel, Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Uh-huh.
He's not fallen. Or this game says he is.
Then
or is it different Gabriel?
I think it's a different Gabriel.
Well, I guess we'll see when we win the game, when we continue.
Exactly.
Yeah. We'll know.
Enoch, did you know all you have to do to defeat this guy is have a Pokeball?
Yeah.
It looks like a giant Pokemon.
And that's when we say, God dang it!
Looked like a giant Zubat.
Now we know it's definitely fallen because, Zubats are definitely little demons. If you play the original Pokemon.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Keep showing up. Every 2 steps, Zubat. Every 2 steps, you remember. You remember.
Now we
you
just
don't
need that
remember?
flash
You
ability
remember.
so that way we can actually go through the dark corridors.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I like Shin Megami Tensei more, it feels like this. Oh wait, I said that how many times?
La nevera.
Nevera.
Al table.
We still have plenty of time.
I'll BRB.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
I'll continue to try to beat this guy.
Let me get a stinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take your time, man.
Again? Underestimated me. Ugh, gosh. What people? You say your people calling to you. It's like, what people? Why would they believe in a fallen angel?
Don't you mean the Scion people?
The Scion people. There. Now we're doing some damage to this guy. There we go. But I don't think we... No, we did not get him. But yeah, it's like these boss battles really do seem like they're hit and miss at times.
Oh, yeah.
Control-wise.
No, I know what you meant, dude.
Well, yeah, I can, seeing as how you're continuously using one-liners. And that's just only fueling me to actually beat you more because you're actually losing.
Mm.
Oh, you say you want more. Now you're making me think of Agent Smith from Matrix Reloaded when he says, more.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I find that to be like one of the funniest things from that movie. It's so ridiculous and cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's doing his upward bicycle kick on me when he tries to lift me up from the ground. like Liu Kang's bicycle kick.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
Even though I can't really do it that well anymore.
Yeah.
Like, there are some things that I was really good at, you know, trying to do when I was younger, but now it's just like, it's completely futile, seeing as how my voice has changed quite greatly.
Of course.
Yeah, like oh gosh. Like I did a really good Scooby-Doo voice. Well, especially when it comes to his laughter. Ooh. Come on, let's keep going. We're not down for the count yet. Oy. Ouch. Gosh darn it, stupid bicycle kick. It's so cheap. But then again, it's like in Mortal Kombat, the only way to beat Shao Kahn is that you have to be cheap yourself. Ah, why did I block? You still there, Jeff? Oh, did he leave already too? Ah, now it's now it's getting very lonely in here without them. I mean, I could definitely understand Jerry's case, since he is currently having dinner. Oh, so you ready to... There we go. Finish that thing off. There. Do a Sero beam on it, and finally, hopefully that gets it down. Oh, man, guys. That is... Sariel is just... Ugh.
What did I miss?
I think I finally beat Sariel for good this time.
Oh, congrats.
Thanks. My people, I am so sorry. My love for you... Ugh. Yeah, right. Yeah, keep dreaming. Oh gosh, now it looks like we're looking at a bunch of ghosts from Fatal Frame.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, you can definitely see that some of these characters do have an androgynous look to them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, after we defeated Sariel, I think we're going into Chapter 5 now. Man, Jerry, you're missing out on a really awesome moment right now, buddy.
Yeah, he'll be back in a bit.
I know.
Trust me, I know him.
One down, 6 more angels to go.
Awesome.
Yeah. About time we made some progress.
Mm-hmm.
So Barakel is next. Send leader of the Freemen also awaits you. Okay. Don't you mean Nephilim are the breed of both demons and angels, like in DMC Devil May Cry lore?
You would think.
Yeah. Alright, so... Ooh, looks like one of the Nephilim's eating one of their own. Now we have ourselves, what's it called? When, humans are eating their own kind.
Cannibalism.
Cannibalism, yes. And, oh, God. That looks horrifying, this Nephilim right now.
Huh.
Oh, gosh.
Looks like a boarfish.
I would have said, like, Boo, Majin Buu from Dragon Ball, but yeah, that works.
Mm-hmm.
Doruga is the name of these enemies.
Oh, okay.
Jeez. Let me take your weapon and... that's something that I actually kind of like about this game is that even though you have your own weapon, you can actually steal enemies' weapons to actually finish them off, so that way they're not armed. Because you're lowering their defenses.
Yes.
Okay. I guarantee you, when Chaos comes back, he's going to be doing his trademark can opening snap to signify that he's back. We know him too well.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your big game for the month of September?
What, coming out or streaming wise?
Well, either is fine.
Okay. Nothing much really for September, to be honest. Like, I really don't care. Like, the only game that I got this month, and I'm glad that I wanted to get, and I've been wanting to get this game. Last one too was Shenmue 1 and 2 in HD. But yeah, nothing. I'm not gonna lie. For the remainder of this year, there's nothing that that's really not like make me go like, oh, I need to get it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how I felt, especially with Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate as well as Blade Strangers coming out the same day. It's like I'd rather play Blade Strangers than playing Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, because from playing Monster Hunter World, it's just you can definitely see how inferior Monster Hunter Generations is when compared to the Monster Hunter game we got earlier this year.
Yeah.
So it's like I wasn't really in that big of a hurry to actually pick that game up.
Like, honestly, most of the games that are coming out next year those are the games I'm looking forward to. And even the sad thing is, there's only 2 games I'm really looking forward to. And finding out they're from the same publisher. Devil May Cry 5 and Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Yes, and Kingdom Hearts 3 for me, though.
Yeah, for me, like, it's a game I do eventually want to play, but since what happened to me with Final Fantasy 15,
yeah,
I'm waiting until a PC version is announced. I'm not buying.
Hey, there's that guy with that signature entrance. If he was in wrestling, that would be his entrance right there.
So, how was dinner tonight, man?
It was good as grilled cheese.
Ooh, nice. Grilled Gouda.
Real grilled cheese. Not like people who say it's grilled cheese and it's just
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
The real
this
deal.
Isn't grilled cheese. This is just toast.
And you know what they say? All toasters toast. No, Mario. All toasters toast bread.
Your mom knows about grilled cheese too, like how. I think she told me this one time when she was picking me up.
Yeah?
Your mom was like, people make grilled cheese. It's just, I'm like, yes, I'm sick of that.
It's like grilled cheese is the cheapest but most delicious food on the planet.
Me and your mom bonded over food.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Well,
She was also telling me about steaks being cooked wrong and how.
at least at least it wasn't refried beans again.
Oh god.
Now you're in some sort of apocalyptic place.
We're in Barakel's realm.
Okay.
Or
okay. So each angel has their own.
Has their own.
Okay.
Realm.
And you finally beat Sariel, so
yes, Sariel is imprisoned back in heaven.
Star Child said in the chat, I've just been playing Final Fantasy 14 mostly. I play Sango Basars, Samurai 4.5. Up at work, co-op with a co-worker. I have a few other games saved on the PS4 that were free that I can play whenever. Cool.
You know, when when I get around to doing Final Fantasy 14 for my retrospective, we need to all be like playing that at the same time.
You, Star Child, Capricia, Tommy, Ed, all of y'all can get together for that.
And Carlio.
That him too, yeah.
If he, if he's ever around.
I think Dane, doesn't he also have 14?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I know he plays Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
And they got that crossover now.
Mm-hmm.
Monster Hunter Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Going up against the behemoth.
I remember a couple months ago was the last one was DMC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what happens is in Final Fantasy you fight the Monster Hunter monster, and in Monster Hunter you fight the Final Fantasy monster.
Yeah, the Rathalos.
And they even put mechanics from the game that they're from into the boss fight.
Yes.
Which is cool.
Yeah, that's the irony.
Yeah.
But that's how you do a crossover.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I mean it actually makes it more fun when you do stuff like that. It actually makes the crossovers more fun.
Oh, like what Star Child said, Kyle. When you do eventually get to the 14th, for your retrospective, remember he's in the Exodus server.
Exodus, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if anybody, Star Child and Capricia, they're good people to team up with. They have a lot of Star Child. I remember he was even showing me he has different characters that are high level. They're all high level.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good partner to have.
I'm sure. Well, yeah, there's definitely a lot to go through 14, especially with how much that Naoki Yoshida has done with making the game really good.
Yeah, because when it first came out, it wasn't.
It was trash when it first came out.
Yeah, so
like a lot of people said.
But basically, Final Fantasy 14 is like one big, huge Final Fantasy theme park or whatever.
Somebody, I forgot who said it. I forgot who, but I agreed with them that Final Fantasy 14 is like one of the greatest comebacks in gaming.
Oh God, yes.
I think it was Pro Jared. Because I know Pro Jared at one point was doing not like a retrospective series, but it was doing like a how-to guide for the game.
Yeah, but it's true though. Yeah,
I think he even did
Star Child agreed too.
I think he even did like some reviews of the latest expansions that came out for it. Like I know he did one for Stormblood, like in his top 10 best games of 2017.
Yep. Oh, it was either Jerry. It was either him or our friend Mars Girl, because I know she was another person that played that game too.
Mhm.
In regards to what you were saying about 14 being the greatest comeback of all time. Yeah, see, this. I'm fine. I'm fine with games matching genres, but there needs to be a way for a developer to properly mesh both platforming and action controls.
We're going up against Ezekiel again.
Sweet.
Now it's glowing and it looks like it's about to detonate itself.
Yeah, it does.
It's like, come here, give me a huge bear hug.
The way he's acting, it's like
oh my god. I think that's another reason why I like this game, because this game taking liberties with a book that even like that most Christians and Jews don't even believe in anyways.
Yeah.
Taking liberties with that, it's like fine. I just read another thing that they claimed was.
Oh God.
You thought the chariots and the flat Earth was bad, huh?
Oh God, what now? Oh Kami, what now, Jerry? What now?
According to the book of Enoch, Noah, who built the ark,
Yeah.
had laser eyes, and he could shoot lasers out his eyes, like he's Cyclops.
But hey, I was able to, put the smackdown on Ezekiel now, even though it was just a temporary fight.
Good job, Kyle. As your fiend, Jerry, I have no comment.
Laser beam eyes. So this is where Stanley got the idea for.
So this is where the inspiration for JoJo came from, huh?
Ora.
Laser beam eyes. Oh, okay.
I'm a fire in my laser beam eyes. We're trying to find fragments of Ishtar's bones. This thing again.
Hey Jerry, even the card can't believe their crap, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Star Child said in chat, when I bought the game, they just had shut down the original 1.0 version down in order to rebuild the game. When he opened the game back up, that's when I started playing. It's currently having its 5-year anniversary event right now. That's right.
Mm-hmm. That is correct. Man.
That's why that 15 took so long, was because of how Squeenix was so rightfully embarrassed to the public that they had to restructure and rebuild the game from the ground up.
14, yeah. Mm-hmm. Because it's just the development team, they were trying to go off the same philosophy with what they managed to pull with Final Fantasy XI, how it tried to be like EverQuest, but if anything, it should have been more like World of Warcraft.
Yeah, well, learn from what Warcraft did right and wrong and try to do a better alternative. I get what you're trying to say.
Right. It didn't even feel like what they were doing was like, they weren't trying to make it modernized and simplified in the control scheme. Agreed. They're just basically trying, because it was done by the same, it was originally done by the same development team who worked on Final Fantasy XI Online. But the thing is that the then president of Square Enix, who went by the name of Yoichi Wada, he was way too focused with it just seems like he was way too focused on just making money back instead of caring about the quality of their products.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Mm-hmm. That's why he stepped down too, because he knew that his business philosophy wasn't even working anymore.
Star Child said, which is ironic because 14 ended up funding both the base game of 15 and its add-ons. Oh, so we can blame 14 for the entire crap show.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what we really needed with 15, not just a complete base game. No, we really needed additional DLC that no one cared for, right, guys?
Nope.
Learn about Gladio's sister.
That no one asked for nor cared about.
Yeah.
Wait, where'd that come from? I mean, because Gladio's sister, she was already in the main story.
That's the joke, Kyle.
Yeah.
There was a whole episode of Gladio.
Oh, yeah, but it was him trying to make him become more powerful to become the King's Shield, because basically, with his first encounter with Ravis, he felt like he wasn't even doing his job proper. So
that's what I mean. It's a whole lot of nothing.
Yep.
Well, like, for example, next year...
Although I will admit that...
didn't need to be DLC.
Although I will admit that episode Ignis was actually probably the best DLC.
Right,
story-wise.
But I think that's what Star Child was bringing up. It's just like, instead of doing the right thing and using those funds just to put the DLC inside the base game.
That's terrible.
And then but why are we getting additional DLC that no one asked for? Like, do I really care about knowing more about what are the worst bosses in Final Fantasy history with I don't even remember what the guy's name was. That's how much yeah, freaking him. Do we really need to know more about him?
Interesting with Star Child, but That's... I feel his pain then.
Because I don't blame Microsoft because he shouldn't be doing that crap to begin with. He should be funneling money from one project to another project. It's just bad business practice. Dean Seagal, he talked the producer of Final Fantasy 14 was kind of irritated that they were using the earnings from 14 to fund 15 instead of putting more money back into 14.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I would actually argue the more smarter thing to do was, instead of funding 15, they should have saved the increase from 14's development and overall microtransactions to save for it to be a budget for 16. Should have done.
Yeah, it should go. That's true, man. It should have went back to 14.
Yeah. I mean,
And not saying that 15 shouldn't have happened, but
It shouldn't have happened.
the game that you made profit off of should go back to that game.
yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Should have used other funds for 15.
If
And
it,
no,
I mean,
that's-
you guys are right next to Disney.
Yeah, that's true.
well, it's ironic since they work together on another property that involves both their properties and Disney's. It's called Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
That's the joke.
You suck, McBain.
14's a big thing now, though. Its only competition is World of Warcraft, basically.
Yeah, it is.
Yes,
That's
it is.
crazy. 14's huge now.
Mm-hmm.
And
really
Monster
good.
Hunter World is catching up too.
Like, it's slowly but surely catching up.
Oh, that's cool. That attack.
It's
Oh, yeah.
That's a spirit bomb of arrows.
Yeah.
good.
I like me spirit bombs with arrows.
That's Goku's new attack. Watch it.
Oh,
And,
God.
He's gonna
when he
split
fights
the
Broly.
He's gonna split the spirit bomb into so
Yep.
many layers.
Jerry, don't even joke about that. That probably will be happening.
Well, if it does, I'll just say called it.
And guess who would create that attack? It wouldn't be Akira Toriyama. It would actually be the guy who created Broly's creation.
Starshaw said Final Fantasy 14 a couple years ago even had a Yokai Watch event. I played a little bit of Yokai Watch on 3DS.
Yeah, isn't that basically like Pokemon but with ghosts?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not bad. It's actually like legit.
Although
for
I
a kids
kinda,
game, it's not bad.
Although I kind of want Level 5 to go back to their legacy IPs like Dark
Right.
Cloud.
Well, that's how I feel about Sega, and Sega's doing it. It only took them 10 years, but or longer.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying, Double R, the moral of the story is wait a decade.
Obviously.
Apparently, these companies, man, they always, whenever something's hot, they always choose to milk it instead of,
Uh-huh.
it's like you do know that milking it gives you money now, but then people get sick of the franchise. They don't want to see it anymore.
Of course.
Like, don't you know how to make a franchise last anymore?
Mhm.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh.
That's why I don't like gaming in this day and age, modern gaming, because of all that crap.
It's like, it's sad when the game I play the most. I mean, granted, it's my favorite game, but still, like, I'd rather just play Shenmue than play any new game. Like,
Mm-hmm.
a game that's 20 years old almost.
It's like, whatever happened to making complete games with everlasting appeal anymore?
Right. Even Soul Calibur, as much as I like it, has that Tira Day 1 thing.
Yeah, it's like, why?
But then again, it might end up like Eliza. I never pre-ordered Tekken 7, but I got Eliza just for buying the Day 1 version of the game.
Uh-huh.
So maybe they'll do like that with Tira, but still, it shouldn't be a thing.
Shouldn't even be a thing. Those pre-order incentives, it's greedy.
Yep, exactly.
And I'm back. What did I miss, guys?
You didn't really miss
Starchild said, I forget all the crossover events they had. They had one with Final Fantasy 13.
Well, that's true, yeah, 14.
And they're currently having one based on Evil East right now.
Starchild said, this level you're on reminds him of Interstellar.
Yeah, they have that one based on the Evil East right now. The Return to Evil East or Legendary Dawn storyline that's constantly going on right now.
Yeah.
So, It itself reminds me of Interstellar, and Jeff, we were talking about like how games these days were like. It's sad that we'd rather play older games because a lot of these newer games is like always something.
I know.
It's like they can't. It's like a lot of these developers, they don't even know how to make a full game anymore.
Well, it's true. I mean, look at all the crap that freaking Sony has shoved down our throats this entire generation. Actually, I can argue an entire generation and a half because they started this crap near the end of the PlayStation 3 era.
True.
Very true.
Oh, the Interstellar movie is what that level reminded him of. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Is this
I know that movie.
Ezekiel again?
I can see that.
No, it's Azazel who we're going up against this time.
Oh, the father of Nightcrawler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff got it.
Or the final boss of Tekken 6.
Yeah, that too.
And I defeated him.
So in
But it was a short battle.
Yeah, I can tell.
In
Did you lose your train of thought?
Yeah.
Oh, well, shoot.
Yeah, it's not the first time it's happened to us.
Oh, I know. It's only common.
It always happens to the best of us.
When we get to the next save point, then we'll close off the stream for tonight.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, that was good, man.
We made some really good progress today.
Yeah, actually, he's finally beaten bosses now.
Yeah, one of the fallen angels. It's like playing as Kratos in Chains of Olympus.
I'm writing this.
Like he couldn't even beat that guy who's within the River of Styx. But near the end of the game, he could actually beat him too with his new resolve and whatnot.
Oh God, sure. I just saw what Jerry typed in chat.
Save me with your laser eyes.
Yes, and now you know why nobody adds this into their Bible.
Nope. That explains why. Now we know the truth of how Trump won 2016's election. Flat Earthers. Who knew?
Flat Earthers.
Flat Earthers.
Makes complete sense, right, Jerry?
Makes as much sense as anything. That was pretty cool how you did that move into the style change.
Oh,
now you're doing the Dempsey roll. Hajime no Ippo.
Oh, now there's a name I haven't even heard.
He has stands and he does the Dempsey roll.
Yeah. Hajime no Ippo, the boxing manga.
He says, Starsha says, I think that since companies can do updates now, they don't feel exactly.
Yeah.
They don't feel exactly. Same thing with Shenmue. Shenmue. Did you know the reason why Shenmue had bugs? The re-release? Because the disc version you get before the patch is unfinished.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Because they were like, well, we could just patch it.
Dang, that sucks.
And you know how how Square Enix was patching Chrono Trigger's PC release constantly.
Yes. No, but that's I'm not gonna lie. That's the one thing I'm still really pissed off about in regards to the re-release of both Shenmue's 1 and 2. Why didn't they fix that compressed audio in the two games?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the audio. You're right. It's very compressed. I remember that was the first thing I noticed when I played the re-release. I was like, wow, this sounds like it's muffled a little bit, like it's through like you're listening to it on the phone.
Oh yeah, it's like way too compressed and just looks really muffled. It's like you're listening to an old radio song. It's kind of like in Fallout 4. We found out. Yes, we have. We found out.
Another settlement that needs your help. I'm marking this location on your map. So, we were talking about?
Well, we were talking about the
compressed audio. Yeah. You know Dragon Ball Z, the DVD and Blu-ray releases.
Yep.
Every time you listen to the Japanese audio, it sounds worse than the English.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently there's a reason for that. I always wondered why. So what happened is that when Toei gave the masters to Funimation, they preserved the animation but not the recordings.
Huh.
So the audio recordings are downgraded, and they don't have any masters to clean up the audio with.
Well, I'll be down.
Unlike what Funimation did with the English audio.
You guys didn't see Star Child posted in the chat. Halo 2 was an unfinished title, but if I remember correctly, it was because they couldn't fit everything on disc and weren't licensed to games, and that's why they ended for Halo 2 kind of ended abruptly.
Well, at least that's a good reason. Where
It is.
Oh, yeah.
At least it's not that they didn't finish coding; it's that there wasn't enough room for the content.
Right.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Yeah, Dragon Ball Z. So get this: fans in Japan that used to watch Dragon Ball Z when it was new,
Yeah.
used to record. Some of them record like I used to do. Record with VHS off the channel.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually, a fan project in Japan took the time to take all these recordings they could and actually clean up the audio themselves.
Huh.
And
they
I have a DVD where they talk about it.
Nice.
About Halo 2, I'm sorry, but yeah, continue. Yeah. I was referring to what you were
And this is why, this is why I have a love-hate thing with Toei. Mostly hate.
Rightfully so.
They offered Toei the cleaned up audio, and Toei said no.
What?
Yep. Yep, exactly. Like, what?
That's messed up. You figured that they would say yes for something like that.
Exactly. They're not even asking for money. They just want to hear the Dragon Ball Z as it's supposed to be heard, not muffled or compressed.
And how they improved upon the animation in like the the remastered releases. I mean, like the frames of animation, that kind of stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised, Star Child.
But guys,
that I guess it was Japanese pride.
Right. Well, yeah, it is. As I was just about to say, Toei's just as pig-headed as Nintendo is. I mean, remember the whole with Mother 3?
Mm-hmm.
Or like how Toei blocked my Broly video just because I have 2 seconds of Broly animation.
I know. Sure. But yeah, but seriously, Nintendo did the same thing too with the Mode 3 translation. They offered it to them for free, and they said no, but they knew they were doing it nevertheless.
Mm-hmm.
It's like making a fan game and offering like, hey, what if I was to work with you? No.
Bad platforming.
Well, it didn't happen.
Yeah, I'm seeing this.
It kind of didn't happen. It was called the Metroid 2 remake.
Yeah, and that didn't pan out because
they were already working on their own remake. But we didn't find out until much later.
Which at one point, on one side it makes sense, but on the other side it's just like they're not profiting off the damn game.
Exactly.
So
if it's not profit, then yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If it's being profited on, then yeah, go right ahead. But still,
if it's not being profited on it, it's just like leave them alone.
I'm glad you finally got through those spikes.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you. But I think I have to go back now.
I find it really weird that Sega's more respectful towards fan projects than Nintendo of all people.
I mean, Sonic Mania, that originally started as a fan project before it actually became its own thing, and even Freedom Planet, it originally started out as a Sonic fan project before it became its own thing.
Yes, it did. Which, by the way, interesting tidbit you brought up those two games, because apparently Freedom Planet 2's lead designer is none other than Christian Whitehead, the same lead designer that worked on Sonic Mania.
Mm-hmm.
I just learned about that today. My son Chariots, Enoch. Not actually Enoch.
My son Chariots.
We're right back.
Yeah, we should be getting close to a save point here pretty shortly.
Yeah, we should be.
Because we've been sticking on one long stride for quite some time.
Star Child said, kind of like Nintendo Power Online Library. Yeah, that's right!
Yeah!
They were doing that for free and everything, and they weren't making any money off of that. That was just to keep, preserve it, you know? Mm-hmm. Preserve Nintendo Power. That's why. That's the same thing with ROMs. Like people are like, why you like because it preserves some of these rare games that
a
you're
lot
never
of people
gonna.
can't even get their hands on.
Matter of fact, hey, Lord Doom, how's it going?
Hey! Good to see you in the chat there, Lord Doom.
We're actually doing pretty well, eh?
Yeah, seems like we've been doing well, and it seems like our stream quality has actually been pretty well, too.
Yeah, because the drop frames have not been happening.
Yeah.
Where was I?
About Nintendo Power Library.
Oh yeah, and ROMs and all that. Yeah, I remember that. Because of preservation, I mean, we get to still know what these games are like.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing what these magazines like, that's a good thing. Because Panzer Dragoon Saga,
Yeah.
they lost the code to that because they weren't preserving it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why we haven't seen a re-release or a remaster or anything.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's sad.
Exactly.
Oh, finally you're here, Lucifer. I was wondering where you were.
Never thought I'd say that sentence, but
But, yeah, we finally made it to here, so I think we can go ahead and we can actually end off the stream right now.
Hey, welcome to the chat, Lord Doom.
all right, we finally are at a save point. So
Yes.
get ready to plug.
Yeah.
Alright. So you can follow me on twitch.tv/RPGreviews. I will be live streaming Devil May Cry, the original later. That's on PC through the HD collection of Devil May Cry. Also follow me on youtube.com/RPGreviews, where I create content on there, original content. And follow me on Facebook and Twitter at facebook.com/RPGreviews and twitter.com/RPGreviews for all your social media feeds. Really had a fun time today, guys, and I'm definitely looking forward to when we play some more of this game next week.
Awesome. As for me, I'm going to be returning to streaming on my channel over at twitch.tv/16bitjeff this Tuesday at the usual regular scheduled time that I stream, which is 3 p.m. EST. I did 4 last week because I thought, not change base would work, but apparently it didn't, so I'll be back at 3 p.m. this Tuesday with more Tekken 7. My schedule is Tuesdays and Thursdays, both 3 p.m., and Saturdays at noon. The games I do on Tuesday through Saturday, respectively, are Tuesdays, Tekken 7. Thursdays, a mixture of both BBCF and Guilty Gear Exard, Rev 2. And on Saturdays, BB Tap. So look forward to that. And continue to follow us through Twitter, for our respective social media, on Twitter, wherever you can find us on Twitch as well, too. As well as here on GeekFighters, twitch.tv/GeekFighters, where we go live each Saturday at 5 p.m. EST.
Excuse me.
Nice.
Follow me on Twitch, FighterCast, twitch.tv/FighterCast. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, all my social media. It's the same pretty much everywhere. And if you have any link that you want to find me at, go to my Twitch and just scroll down. All my links are there. They're clickable banners, and you should find everything, even my webcomics. Actually, especially my webcomics, because I need people to read. Because, I put a lot of work into them. I mean, anyways, but yeah. And I stream Mondays and Fridays. Mondays is Skyrim, and Fridays is Tekken 7 at the moment. Subject to change, but that's what it is right now.
Yep.
There you go.
Alright, so I guess we'll see you next week. So, to sign off, I'm Double RPG.
16-bit Jeff.
Fighter counts.
And our leader and creator has 2 words he wants to say to you as we say goodbye. And what are those words, Jerry?
Nimyo. Kanryo.
Peace out, my friends.
See you guys next weekend for more of El Shaddai.
Bye-bye.